Hey everybody, what's up and welcome. My name is John from Jon&Do. Do is in the background. Say hey, Do.
What's up, everybody?
So today I'm going to be doing another Bible study. This is only going to be chapter 5. The next chapter is going to be a lot different. Like the next series is going to be a lot different because it's going to be almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's going to be going from chapter... Hold up. Alright, so, yeah, these are going to be... It's going to be going from chapter 6 all the way to the end of chapter 9. So there's going to be a 3-chapter read next session. This session is only going to be 1 chapter, and this is going to record the generations of Adam, all the way down from Adam to Noah. So this will tell us how we get to Noah, and then from then on, the next study will have to do with it'll have to do with Noah. So this is the generations of Adam. All right, chapter 5, Genesis, the first book of the Bible, book of Moses. I'm gonna read it, and then while I'm reading it, I will be highlighting it with this, because this is more than likely what I'm going to be highlighting it with. Actually, hold up. I think it's actually this color. It's going to be basically recording what man did in generations going on until we get to Noah. So we're starting with Adam's generation, and we're going to go from there. Okay. Okay, and God. All right, so God basically is going to create man, and then it's going to go down from there. This is the book of the generations of Adam, chapter 5, verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, and the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them. And he blessed them and called them their name Adam. And in the day they were created, Adam lived 130 years and begot sons and daughters. Lived 30 years and begot a son. Sorry. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And in the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth, were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. So he lived a long time. That's a long time. Think about that. You're close to 1,000 years old. That's crazy. That's a lot of time. And Adam lived 105. And Seth, his son, lived. Sorry, I'm not awake. I should be more awake. And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. And Seth lived, after he begot Enos, 807 years and begot sons and daughters. So he lived 900 years and some change too. And all of the days of Seth were 912 years. So he only lived 18 less than his father. That's crazy. That's a long time. And Enos lived 90 years and begot Canaan. I think about this. He lived 90 years and then begot Canaan. Imagine having children when you're 90 years old. That is crazy. People lived so long back then. Did he still look young? Did he these are things that they don't tell you in the Bible, but you got to think, oh my gosh, Lord, how? And Enos lived after he begot Canaan 815 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. As you can see, the living expectation is going down. Very small at first, and then it's going to jump, because that's how we get to how we are today. And Canaan lived... What the heck? And Canaan lived 70 years and begot Mahalalel. Sounds like a Hawaiian name. I like it. I really do. Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begot Mahalalel. I can't say that name. 840 years and begot sons and daughters. I can't speak. And Canaan lived after he begot Mahalalel 840 years and begot sons and daughters. And all of the days of Canaan were 910 years. Okay, so he lived a little bit longer than his father. And he died. And Mahalalel lived 60 years and 5 years. 60 and 5 years and begot Jared. Okay, so he had Jared. Well, I mean, he didn't begot him. The wife did, but they made love, and then there was the baby at 65 years old. You hear that now, and people will be like, "Oh my God, oh, wow, 65! How did they have a baby at 65?" It happened all the time in the Bible. And Mahalalel lived after he begot Jared 830 years and begot sons and daughters. All of the days of Mahalalel were 895, and he died. 895 years, and he died. Sorry, gotta get every word right. And Jared lived 162 years. So his son lived 62 years and begot Enoch. And Jared lived after he begot Enoch 800 years and begot sons and daughters. All of the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. Wow, Jared lived longer than than Adam. Jared is reversing the aging cycle. And Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. Yeah, Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters. All of the days of Enoch were 365 years. Okay, so drastic jump, only 365 years. So it went down from, it jumped real quick. It jumped from Jared to his son. His son only lived 300 years. So, yeah, that's a short amount of time compared to his father. Oh man, it's jumping down a lot. Okay, and Enoch walked with God. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Okay, so God decided to take him early because he walked with God. He wanted him in heaven. He walked with God, and God allowed him into heaven. This is one of the first instances you see of God actually allowing someone into heaven. I believe this is the first instance that we see God allowing man to go into heaven. And Methuselah lived 187 years and begot Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begot Lamech 782 years. 782 years and begot sons and daughters. Okay, so now it's back to super long lifespans. And all of the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived in 182 years and begot a son, and he called his name Noah, saying, "This shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed." And Lamech lived after he begot Noah 595 years and begot sons and daughters. And all of the days of Lamech were 777 years. And he died. 777. Wow. And then he died? He died on the magic year. Okay. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So Noah was 500 years. 500. And Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right. So let me see where we are when Noah gets when So Noah lives 500 to 600 years He lives 600 years, and then the flood happens. So Noah's already 600 years old when the flood happens. I just looked forward a little bit. Yeah, he lives 500 years, and then he begots Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And then I do a jump cut because I had an alarm go off, and it shut off my camera. But yeah, so Noah was 500 years and then had kids, and then after that, when he was 600, the floods happened. So in 100 years, a lot happened. God came to him and had him build the ark. So imagine you're like very old. You're like 500. I mean, he's probably in good shape still because, all of his ancestors lived to like 900. And then God comes to him and says, I need you to build the ark. I'm not going to say that's exactly how God said it because we're going to read how God said it in the next couple chapters. But he just comes to him and he says, I want you to build an ark of gopher wood. And he's like 500 and he's like, okay, yeah, I'll build the ark. Yeah, I want to live longer. My ancestors lived to 900. I want to live to 900. So, yeah, and because you told me to, because you're my creator, I'm going to do it, So, he builds an ark of gopher wood, and then the flood happens, and he's 600 years old when the flood happens. And his kids, and he survives the flood at 600 years old. Nowadays, if a flood happened, and you're like 80 years old, you won't make it through the flood. People lived a long time back then. I know that it's going to decrease as the Bible goes along, and I know that the time is going to decrease for human life expectancy in the Bible. But still, it's for the first people were the longest living people ever. So, yeah, that was the Bible, chapter 5 in the book of Moses, Genesis. This was a very short one compared to our usuals, but don't worry, next one's going to be super, super long. This is just the generations leading down to Noah. If you need a chart, just follow along, go back, and draw a chart to how far it branched. I'm sure there were other people whose families were not accounted for, that their generations branched off and made a whole nation back then. Like, I'm pretty sure a whole nation exists at this time in the Bible. Like, because it went down through multiple sons begetting and begetting and begetting. There must have been other people who had begot sons and daughters and stuff like that. So throughout the times, I'm betting that, well, I don't like betting, but I'm guessing that they basically had multiple people live hundreds of years, and they kept going and going and going until they got to Noah. So now at this point, there's probably a whole nation worth of people, and none of them know God. I'm just guessing that that's what it is, because there's definitely 100% a chance that, no, it's not a chance. There's 100% a fact that, like, God decided that he wanted to cleanse the world because either many people didn't know him, or many people didn't, they were just evil at that time, and they were living without God. He promised he would never do the flood again. He says it in the Bible that there would be no more flood. And then after that, he's never done a flood that could end the world. as we know it. So, yeah, he's kept good on his promise, and we're gonna see that promise. We're gonna see all of the flood. We're gonna see all of what Noah had to endure. Well, I mean, not everything that Noah had to endure. I'm pretty sure that everyone made fun, poked fun at him, and said, "Why are you building an ark? You're on land. There's no way." But he did it anyways because God told him to do it. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. You follow what God says, no matter what. But yeah, this what we learned this chapter that we read is how long humans used to live versus how long humans live now, and also how determined they are to follow God in that time, or how long they lived before they actually did something that was notable to be put in the Bible. And it was long. It was a long time. Some of them were 500 years. Some of them were 800 years before they did something. And then they lived only 100-some years after that. So that's a long time. If you found this instructionable, is that a word? If you found this instructable, or found this filled with instruction, or filled with a learning experience in this video, please leave a like down below. You can also subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. If you want, you can leave a comment on what you liked about this video or what you'd like to see more of in the future on our channel. I will definitely be doing Bible studies that will post up every week on Sunday. I'm gonna try to keep this going no matter what. I'm gonna, like this week, I got into it late actually. I didn't do the Bible study on time, but it's Wednesday. Wednesday is usually Bible study night, so I sort of hit the mark. But I was not feeling good this past weekend, and neither was my wife. We were just feeling really bad. I mean, even today we're feeling kind of, eh. So yeah, hopefully we'll get better. Pray for us. Hopefully things will get better. My mom and my dad are pretty sick as well. They've been sick for a whole week and a half. Well, actually just a little over a week, and we haven't seen them. We live on their property. We have not seen them because they're so sick. They've stayed in their house, and we've stayed in the camper, but they've stayed in their house because they don't want to get us sick with whatever they have, and we miss them very much. And my dog Jojo misses them very much, and my wife misses them very much. So just pray for all of us, because right now. But yeah, anyway, sorry, another alarm went off. I hate having to cut these things, but the alarm went off, so what am I gonna do? But yeah, have a good day, people. Pray for us. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out our channel. I'm sorry this video is not the best quality of me. Like I said, a lot of alarms, and I don't know why there's a lot of alarms, but there is. And then also, my I just don't feel good. So like I said, pray for us, and we'll pray for you. Hopefully this was very I cannot say that word. Hopefully this was very learnable. Hopefully everything that I did today helped you study the Bible. And then we'll have a longer episode next time with 3 or 4 chapters in one video. It's gonna be big, because it's gonna have to do with Noah and the flood, and you guys are gonna enjoy it. And it's a very big learning experience, and I definitely want my wife to be part of that one. I know she's read up to chapter like 15, I think, in Genesis, so she's definitely past this already. But I would really like her to be a part of the next video. If I can get her to, it'd be great. If not, it's fine. But yeah, see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good day, and God bless you.